So, what does the collective need to know? Or what late night messages does the collective need to know? What late night messages does the collective need to know? All right, what late night messages does the collective need to know? What late night messages? And yeah. So you got Desert of Isolation and Divine Flow. At the bottom, Worthy Goal. So I feel like right now you guys are on a path. Oh, I didn't even see this extra card over here. And it says Fantasyland. So you guys are going through this period of isolation but you're going through divine flow. Because I feel like you guys, a 111 on the phone, I feel like a lot of you guys are going through this isolation period, but you guys are kind of trying to wonder, like, why. But what it says, let go of attachments to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. So you guys could have been, like, in this period of isolation, but, like, wondering, like, or, like, oh, I saw this video today, and, like, the girl was crying, and she was like, God, why are you putting me through this, you know? But, like, it made me think about how, like, a lot of those times when people be going through these isolation periods and it just be them and nobody else, and they feel so alone and so defeated. But a lot of times it be the divine trying to, like, get y'all to let go of certain things that you don't need, or there may be certain things that we trying to hold on to that's not actually good for us, right? And yeah, because with the tide of transition, like, you got to think when we start transitioning to a higher frequency, you got to start actually being able to clear out a lot of those old things that were holding you back. And then with the fantasy land, it says make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. And what did I just say about if you go to a new level, you can't bring the old people. You got to kind of go with, you got to make sure that the people that you is bringing in on the same frequency page as you, they align with you. Because, you know, some people, they'll just be around because they like your energy, or they'll be around just because they, like, see who you is, but it's not like, you know. But to each his own. Everybody discern it the way they like to discern it. So let's get some more. Groove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of Grove, fostering interconnectedness, harmony, and among. So I'm feeling strongly connecting with plants. So you could be adding plants to your house, and I feel like that's gonna help bring in better. Like, you think about create a space. Like, your room could be your sanctuary, your car could be your sanctuary. You can have like an office space that could be your sanctuary, right? But I'm getting add more earth energies into your environment to bring in more, like, unity within all things, all creations. Because if you think about it, we literally come from the creation of earth. Everything that we have around us comes from what? Everything is man-made, right? But what is the source? Gaia, earth. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible. Emerge. Embrace shifts. So you could be emerging through a shift, or there could be a shift happening right now that is pulling you into a direction that is about to, yeah, the veil. So you are adapting, but you are emerging through a shift. And whatever shift this is that you are coming through, you are lucky coming into alignment with so many great things. Yep. On the menu could be love, be compassion, and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. Yeah, so it could have been some things in the past that you have been trying to kind of really heal over. But I feel like, and that's why I said with that attachment card, the divine flow, because you gotta think, when you start surrendering, when you surrender to the divine, that flow, when you get into the flow state, it feels so amazing, because you finally get to experience, like, this peace, versus when you stuck on something or stuck on someone, you don't be in that flow, because you're so caught up in the energy of like over obsessing or being over too emotional, and so you lose throat chakra. You lose, that sense of really getting to yourself. Let's see what else. So we got flame of courage, clear mind. Yeah, so you guys are adapting to a new. Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of you guys are at this period right now where you're learning to adapt to like when shit get hard, when stuff get hard, you're learning to adapt. And I feel like I feel like oh fuck. I feel like that's what's kind of pushing a lot of you guys right now to like keep going because you know it's something at the end of the tunnel. Like it's kind of like when people are like, I'm not going through this for nothing. I hope this wasn't for nothing, but a lot of times it do be for something, right? But it's the lack of faith. It's the lack of it's like that scarcity mindset of not having the belief, and then just believing that it won't, or giving up so soon without having that faith or belief. If you don't have any faith and belief in anything or yourself, how are you gonna expect to move forward? Because it's gonna be a hard road trying to create commitments and bonds when you have no self trust. But I feel like this period that you guys are going through with this clear mind and metamorphosis, you guys are. I'm getting like something's merging. And earlier I said something about emerging, so that something could be emerging and then something could be merging. Yeah, so like fire and earth energies could be emerging. So there could be places in somebody's chart that's merging around this time. Because you gotta think the planets affect us too. Like, and I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that more. So that's how it's like, that's something I always felt. But now it's like to get that clarity, like there are people really talking about it more. It kind of confirms like a lot of, because if you think about it, right, your birth chart is literally your energy blueprint. So whatever your birth chart say, those are all the energies that you were born into for that day. So that's why when you look up your placements in the chart, a lot of times you see it and you be like, oh wow, that does sound like me. Oh, I do that. Well, that's your energy blueprint that you were born into. Now there are some traits that you look in your chart and you're like, damn, that is me, but it may be bad, right? Well, it's there for you to look at it so that you can make adjustments. That's how you study and learn yourself more. Um, it's a lot of people out there that's kind of expert in that. I ain't too expert in it. I mean, I know enough for myself, um, but I'm not like an expert. But I definitely would say it's worth looking into so you can understand your life and understand maybe like the things that you are going through, experiencing, not experiencing. Let's see. So wish granted in planning phase. Yeah, so I feel like something is about to okay, so the message I'm getting right now too is that you guys need to stay planning. Like let's say if there's a trip that you want to go on, plan for that trip. If there's a conversation you want to have, plan for that conversation. What do you want to talk about? What is it, right? If there's a job you want to apply for, right? See what qualifications that job has. Like, so start planning for these things that you want to come to fruition. Yeah, inner vision. So working on your um literally working on seeing these things that you want to manifest for yourself. So that's why I said, so the first part was releasing the attachments and releasing all these things that were holding you back. Now it's focusing on like your future vision, focusing on like really following that inner vision of what it is that you want to create, because you have choices, right? And that's the thing, like you can, because that's the thing, right? During a maze, you can always if you go down the wrong way, you don't end up nowhere. You can always turn back around and find a new way to go out. So I feel like that's another thing too. People are realizing that they do have multiple ways out of something, but not in like a bad way, but in a good way of like, dang, okay, I did take the wrong that. Now let me go back and try to figure out going the right way. But I feel like it's more of like yeah, the cloud of unknown and negated opportunities. Yeah, so be open to the fact that there are possibilities of how something can play out. Yeah, with the divine flow, I'm getting this again. So start, release, surrender. So let's say if you get caught, so somebody could be in this energy of like stressing about something. I feel like when you get so caught up in a certain energy, you gotta surrender it. and like surrender to like overly trying to understand, surrender to over trying to figure out. I'm getting just something about like processing. The way somebody processes something, it's fiery. Like I'm seeing fire and then like fire. So the way somebody process something could be through like anger, soul whispers. So somebody could be getting like messages from the divine, following heart desires, higher wisdom, and then divine timing. So someone could, yeah. So somebody definitely need to meditate and get in touch with, yeah. Oh my God, look at this. It's so crazy. Heart. So like somebody's heart can be like talking to them right now. Because it literally says soul's whispers. And if you think about your soul, the soul and the heart is connected. So I feel like somebody right now could be going through a period where like their soul is literally like trying to scream at them. And then with divine wisdom, with no higher wisdom and divine timing, I feel like somebody is about to come into alignment with divine wisdom. Or someone's about to kind of like finally see something clear. I'm looking, I'm like somebody's gonna see this, but like the way I'm looking at it, oh, well, someone's gonna see the light. Meadows. Wow, this is kind of good reading. So someone's gonna go through a transformation, or someone could be finally deciding to shift. And now that they're shifting their life, they're going through this transformation. That's crazy. They're going through this transformation, and look at it. Like your soul is literally in your ear. Your soul is literally, it says heart desires, and then it says soul whispers. Soul and the heart is in the same, like, bruh. So somebody's soul is literally in their ear right now, like talking to them, trying to guide them to see higher wisdom, to understand divine timing. Because it says be patient, for some things take time to manifest fully. So I feel like someone is now really starting to look deeper into, I'm getting it, it's themselves. Yeah, because somebody want to get on the right track. Yeah, and I could have sworn this card was out still, and I already picked it up. But right track, planning phase. Yes, because I feel like somebody wants to make a right decision, but it's gonna take courage. Courage and strength. I just heard courage and strength, not mental strength. So I feel like someone needs to look into what like how to have more courage and how to have more strength, like emotional strength. Is what I'm getting. I heard physical strength is important, but what about the I heard physical strength is important, but what about the emotional strength? Vortex of creativity. Spiral into your creativity vortex. Unleash imaginary powers. Manifest your dreams into reality. Yeah, literally. So start getting into like, oh, that's so crazy. That makes me think about a vision. I had a vision earlier today where I was like imagining myself if I was somewhere. But like what I was imagining was like, it was pretty crazy to be in that moment to really see myself kind of like imagine that I was in that room and I was doing whatever I was doing. And it was it was such a great experience, honestly. Wish granted, coming out again. So yeah, whatever you guys are creating at this time or um, envisioning, I feel like it's gonna come true. But remember the other card that came out. Yeah. Y'all got this, whoever this is, y'all got it. But y'all gotta believe that y'all got it. Alright, let's get just one angel message number 2323. Endless cycles. There's some truth, resistance to accepting over and over again until you're tired and restrained to beyond depression. It takes a decision to live for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you can make a change. I feel like I read this so weird. There's some truth you're resisting to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is about passion. Then why make a change? I don't know. This is, I feel like, okay, so I'm also getting another message too. Like somebody, it's something hard. Something is hard for someone to understand. Like, I don't know why. I read this card earlier, but I don't know why I'm just struggling so hard to read this. So I feel like someone is having a hard time, like either reading something or they're having a hard time, like understanding something. 111 intuition. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Yeah, you guys are definitely, and that's another thing too, intuition, and that's another thing that's connected to the heart as well. So I feel like, oh man, this is gonna be great. You guys are gonna break a cycle. I'm hearing you guys are gonna break a cycle that you never thought you could break, or that you didn't know how to break. Yeah, wish granted once again. Yeah. So wow, this is great. I really hope this really helped someone out there. If it did, leave a like, share, comment, and we will catch you guys in the next video. It's your boy BZ, the Dream Visionist.